the data type of a table, of a column in a table, then we will use ddl command. If we want to delete a column in a table, we will use ddl command. Okay, so some of the, you have to write some of the examples in, if it is asked in board examination, and question from this topic comes in board examination. Create, alter, drop, create, alter, drop. These are some of the commands we are going to study in the further lecture also. So the second command is DML command, data manipulation language. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट कमांड क्या था, DDL, एंड द सेकंड कमांड इज DML, data manipulation language. So we have created the structure of the database, structure of the table. Okay, now we have to put data in in that structure, in that table, or in that views, or in the database objects. So what we are going to, which command we are going to use, we are going to use data manipulation language commands. Okay, so you can also say, or you can also tell me what is the use of DML command. Write in comment what is the use of DML command. So DML command will be, these are the commands which helps you to put data in a database. Means not only put data in a database or tables, it also helps you to manipulate data in a table or in database objects. For example, if you want to update data in a database, in a table, then you will use DML command. You want to delete data in a table, you will use DML command. Okay, so write the definition of DML command. These commands help you to store, modify, delete data in database objects. Okay, so these commands will be used to store, modify, delete data in database. In short, it deals with data in database objects, and DDL command deals with the structure of the database object. So questions from this topic will be asked from you in board examinations, sure and certain. They will not directly ask difference between DDL and DML. They will ask what is the difference between alter command or drop command and delete command in MySQL or SQL. So indirectly what they are asking, difference between DDL and DML. You can write the example of DML commands also, which we are going to study further. Insert, update and delete. Okay, insert, update and delete. These are some of the examples of DML commands. Pause the screen and write in your copy. Quite important from the board point of view. Okay, so in comment or in Telegram channel or in your copy, you write the difference between DDL and DML commands point wise. Questions will be asked from these topics in board examination. The next command is DQL. DQL means data query language. Suppose you have stored data in database and you want to display the data in database. The commands which will be used to display data in database objects are called as DQL command. So, write in copy. These are the commands which help you to display data in database objects. Database objects means tables, views, etc. So, example of DQL command is select, most popular command, okay, select command. And the fourth one is TCL. Its full form is transaction control language. Okay, TCL is called as transaction control language. Okay. So, the fourth one is transaction control language. Okay. Transaction control language, as the name suggests, transaction control language is the commands which is used to control the transaction. Suppose you have withdrawn money from bank account and sometimes money is not withdrawn, but the message that amount is debited from your bank account comes to you, है but after some time that money is credited in your account. So, why this happens? Because the whole transaction is not completed. For this, commit and rollback are some of the commands used in TCL language. Okay. So, right. These commands used to commit or roll back a transaction. Okay, what are the examples of TCL command? The same, commit, rollback. If commit is executed, means whatever commands you have typed in MySQL or in SQL, it got saved permanently. Okay. And rollback, if rollback is issued, means whatever command is executed till a certain point, if rollback is executed, rollback means go to the same point, means all the commands executed after that point will be cancelled. Okay. So, these are the types of SQL commands. Now, we are going to the next topic, that is data type in SQL commands or data types in MySQL, because without data type we cannot create tables, database, and we cannot use further these command DDL, DML commands. So, data type, you must have gone through data types in Python programming also or in some of the programming language also. So, write the name of the topic. Actually, data type in SQL, we are studying data type with reference to MySQL. Okay. So, the first one is integer. Okay, integer it is used to store integer values. Okay, and I am not going to write the theory of these because they are not going to ask in board examination, and we have to understand the concept. Okay, and after that decimal, you can also use int. Okay, you can also use int. Decimal is used to store decimal data type. For example, you have to store 1002.50. So which data type you will use, integer or decimal? Write in comment. You must use decimal. Okay, so how decimal is used? If you are using decimal data type, you have to specify total number of digits, that is x, and after that d. D means number of digits after the decimal, maximum number of digits after the decimal. Okay, you can also use float here also. Float also can be used in place of decimal. So these are numeric data type. Okay, these are numeric data type. After that, char and varchar. Okay, these are text data type. These are text data type. But there is difference between char and varchar. These data types are used to store text values. For example, your name, father's name, mother's name, address. Text data type will contain text along with numbers also. For example, your address, house number 15. So text data will contain text data along with numbers, special character, all come under text data. Okay, so these are important data types. But in board examination, difference between char and varchar is being asked. So as the name specifies, char is used to store fixed number of characters. On the other hand, varchar is used to store variable number of characters. Okay, how? Let us see. For example, if you have taken char 5, suppose you have taken data type name char 5. Okay, so char 5 you have taken, so the memory will allocate 5 bytes to store these characters. Okay, so if you have stored a name Aman, okay, and you have taken the data type char. So if you have taken the name Aman, in that case char will consume all the spaces, all the 5 all the 5 memory, 5 bytes of memory which is being allocated by using this char data type. Okay, this will not free up, in char. But if you have taken varchar, in that case this memory location will be free up. Okay, so varchar is more memory efficient than char. That's why varchar is called as variable length, because the memory space got free up, unused memory space got free up. But in char the unused memory space is also consumed. You have to keep in mind the difference. Now the next data type is date date is used to store date type of data, for example date of birth, date of joining, okay. But in the format YYYY MMDD, you have to keep in mind the format should be YYYY MMDD. And the next data type is time. This is used to store time, but in the format, for example time, which type of time? They say time of completion of test, time of joining, okay. So how time will be stored? HH hour, minutes, SS second, and here colon will be used, and in date dash will be used, okay. So go through these topics. In the next video we are going to start DDL commands, okay. DDL commands, in which we will study about create command, in which we will study about alter command, okay. So how we can create database, how we can create table, how we can alter a table, how we can add a new column in a table, how we can delete a new column in a table, how we can rename a column in a table, how we can modify the data type in a of a column in a table. We are going to study about these in next lecture, okay. Thank you for watching.